Unleash 001. Eight. The top right as the Red Terran, he is reality. Mm-hmm. Mm. I think it's very fun. Um, Plus we all know that all that matters is Korea, and Korea is perfectly balanced, so whatever. Why are you laughing? Oh, me. Um, I don't know. I was dealing with peeps. That was the first time I was just so entirely dedicated to smacking someone down. I missed what you said. A patient's not dealing well with what? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were going to talk about, of course, patient's weakness to the one base build, which we don't see again from reality. I thought he was going to do another one at least once more in the best of five. No.
I didn't have my
No.
mic.
No.
I pulled a Fear Dragon. God damn it. We're back. Hey fam. How's it going? This is kind of funny because now it didn't matter that you weren't paying attention to what I said because no one could hear what I said. So nailed it. One of these times I'm gonna mute my mic and I'll be glad I did because I'll have said something horrible or just wrong or completely incorrect. But unfortunately, it does seem to be the times I have something worth
So,
saying that I mute myself.
do you want to say what you're saying for the third time?
Nope. TLDR, guys. I don't think reality is gonna fall for Patience's shenanigans again. But you brought up a point at the end of being muted that I do want to discuss as this drop goes in, where one base builds are really strong against Patience in those first two games, yes. But also, let's not forget, players like Trap and SOS and really good Protosses died to a lot of Terran players doing said one base builds. Whether it was Reality's quote unquote Ghost Pepper Cheese, whether it was just Marine and heavy Widow Mines. I mean, it just, ooh, nice pickup. Nice save, too. Ooh. I am surprised Reality didn't rely, I guess, on one base builds because it seems like that would have been the easiest way to play out this series.
Yeah. I guess maybe the map just did not line up well. You know, Arena was really quite a cheesy map, just usually in general. So, Orbital and Dusk not being nearly as good. Oh well. Phoenixes are coming out here. They wanted to be able to tear down the medevac, but it does escape. Shut up, chat.
Spam. So I guess you just like agreeing is kind of going like, right? So that's everyone's just spamming,
This is like the that started with like Fear Dragon. Like I had gotten muted by Fear Dragon, and all Fear Dragon would say was
Oh, okay. Well, that is Fear Dragon. Like he is very much the nod and agree guy. Even if he doesn't know what's going on, he'll just like
Do your job, guys.
Yeah. Well, anyways, it's in the past. We're past the mute. But...
Whatever, man. Our job is to entertain you, and then this happens. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, justified, bitches. Actually, did you ever see the solo cast mute I had with Snoot recently? It was like a month ago or so. It was the after Christmas Cup when you went home.
No, I heard about it.
Well, I was muted for like a good 5 minutes because I wasn't watching Twitch chat, so it like went beyond the normal delay. And so I tried to like auctioneer catch up everything I had said in the first like 5 minutes of the game. Turned into like people spamming Rap God in chat.
It's the double-edged sword, you know? Like, chat's gonna tell you when you're messing up, but it's also chat's gonna distract you.
The difficult thing is, like, it's not about talking fast that's difficult. It's actually saying coherent words while you're doing it. Because if you're just talking fast and it sounds like... like that, then whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. That's why, you know, auctioneers are paid for it. And those guys that do the end blurb to a commercial about all the side effects.
Side effects may include nauseating diarrhea, death, like it's so ridiculous how fast they can speak that. Okay, Liberators are out, and our silliness aside, Reality is looking to set up for an attack. Now, the Liberators, again, I do feel like this unit could use perhaps some changes, and they are looking to potentially nerf its range again, but I think the problem with it doesn't rely on the range, oddly enough. I actually think it is the fact that this unit, it can be reactored. We'll get to the donation in a moment. Thank you very much. It can be reactored out, which is one thing, but whatever. It's got a high enough health pool, it's hard to snipe. It's fast enough, almost nothing in the game can catch it. Like, there's so many things wrong with the Liberator outside of its range, and I feel like the fact that they're focusing on the range for it is like them not understanding the problem.
Oh, God.
Anyways,
yeah.
$5 donation coming from Green Gimp. He doesn't want us to read the message on stream, but shout out to him, and thank you very much.
Indeed. So, everything's lining up for the macro game here. We have, what is this, couple of adepts? Yeah, it looks like a couple of adepts going into the Natch, or the third base of Reality. Not too hard for him to deal with the reinforcements being rallied there, though. Sees the army, realizes he can't take it on. It is just the ground army for now. Disruptors are all awfully scary, but no Colossus yet.
I'll do that in a moment. But as we saw before, of course, Colossus really threatening to the bio when it's mostly Marines. One of the scarier things we saw with Patience, I think it was back on Dust Towers, was like that concave of Marauders just came in and hit so damn hard. But
yeah.
I have to ask an honest question, because I feel like this is being memed on at this point. I don't recall actually complaining about being tired at any point during this cast, because I haven't felt tired. So
we didn't.
Why? Again, I'm not going to read the donation. There's a question I have to read up, but this guy brings it up. Someone else brought it up earlier in chat. Like, we haven't complained about being tired. Why are people complaining about us complaining about being tired? This blows my mind. Like, what's happening?
I have no idea.
Is this a joke? Like an inside joke that we're not part of?
Maybe.
Twitch chat, please.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, well.
Anyways, for what's left today, as we wait for this to continue up, reminding everybody, nice catch on those Widow Mines! The loser of this series will fight Ryung in the grand finals of the group. But the way this is going and the way this is pacing out, it still really could be either player. I think when we saw the two out of Reality, we're like, well, shit, Patience. I think we're going to see Ryung versus Patience again. But he's got a good army set up. He's not lost control of the map. Drops haven't really done a ton of damage. I am worried, though, because unless we see Liberators dealt with effectively, we're probably going to see Patience struggle again, because it has been a bit of an issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the game on Dust Towers, it's not that he had really a bad reaction to the Liberators. It was that inevitable base trade that turned everything topsy-turvy. Just that, it can't happen again. I like that Reality is pushing forward on the right side. I like that he's expanding to the right side. He's actually not bothering with his factory at all, so his Widow Mine's going down with the last of his Widow Mines. So it's scouting out the 4th base. This way he can both defend and attack his most important mining base.
Now, the ghosts are going to be super beneficial. EMPs blanketing anything and everything can always be good. Phoenix does scout to see what exactly the army is made up of. Unfortunately for Patience, again, he doesn't really have the best means to deal with this. But if he catches the Liberators unsieged and out of position for even a moment, that could be really helpful. A couple Phoenix in the sky are real and not hallucinations. Maybe able to chip away at those Liberators, but with so much bio underneath this, those Disruptors and those Colossus have really got to make sure that they tear down the units that are protecting said Liberators. Blinks forward to pick off 1, blinks forward to picks off 2. Disruptor hits do not hit, however, but still gets 2 Liberators and gets away. Not bad.
That was scary on both sides. The Blink Stalker's blinking into bio, but of course the Disruptor's forcing the bio back. That could have gone disastrous for both of them. The factory is going to be a very large scouts. It's just something we don't see anymore because usually you want it adding reactors, you want it actually getting Widow Mines. It's just we haven't seen a lifted factory in a while.
It was like was it Euthermal and I think Marine Lord were 2 of the players we used to watch make barracks and flip them around like overlords, and they would get some pretty cool scouting versus Protoss. But the factory can get that job done. Blinks forward, snipes off a ghost at the cost of hitting one of his own stalkers. Doesn't actually kill the ghost. Super not worth it to lose the Liberator.
Split.
Mistakes were made. 2-2 is going to finish up here in a moment for Patience.
Yes. So Reality only on 2-1. I actually got the arm before weapons. Was probably a mistake. He just, was just very quickly going back trying to upgrade things. A couple of Vikings will help against the Colossus, but the Disruptors are doing a nice job of making sure that none of this really, they don't engage each other, and Reality is obviously being very, very cautious. But his planetary is set up. That's nice. He will have that instant attack into the 4th base, and now he's also trying to get a couple of units around Patience's army, which is very nice, because Patience really doesn't have that much scouting on the left side of the map.
Well, Phoenix Colossus was a pretty old strategy once upon a time, and well, it's not quite that same degree. It's nice to see. Vikings will have to take shots at the Phoenix before they can just dive on top of the Colossus. But trying to catch those Liberators. Nice blink to the right side. Patience not going to get too many for it.
I really like this. Reality wasn't trying to get behind the army with those. He was just trying to get to his choke on his main base, because he was going for the base trade.
Okay. Well, he starts off pretty well.
But Patience does actually go for his 3rd. He's killing a lot of us easily Adepts, but he doesn't go for the 3rd. He doesn't go for the 4th. He just pulls back, but he's going to lose at least this 4th base. The drop to the 3rd is not doing much. It's killing a Liberator, or a Assimilator, rather. He does go for the 4th. So Reality's got to continue pressing forward with his own push.
Again, just focusing on the command center, not killing this who's repairing it, makes that take a lot longer than it should. Disruptors at home keep getting sniped off because, you bowl in a couple of Purification Novas, you can take out all those ghosts in the perfect situation, but blinking back up to the high ground, both players in a bit of a shaky situation. Does he have charge? That's the question here. He does have charge. Zealots actually with 2-2 will not be bad against this army, as you stated before. He went for armor upgrades before weapons, but weapons going to finish up here in just a moment's time. So EMPs blanket pretty much everything. The ghosts, however, do not fare well versus Zealots. Coming in for the backside, picks off a lot of these units with said stalkers. Both players lost a lot through this, both combination mining bases and workers.
Wow.
This I feel though with the army value, EMP's good.
Patience's macro is really
good.
Well, his economy is good apparently. Like his bank is good, but his macro, I think, having to deal with everything else. He could actually just replant 2 Nexus plus all of the gateways. He actually didn't lose any though. Just lost Assimilator.
So, yeah, that may have been the fault of Reality trying too hard to base trade. Again, it was a planetary for a Nexus, both very important mining bases to both players, but I think the problem is Patience not only has a bank, he not only has upgrades finish up with 3-3, he has a large standing army. In fact, because he lost so many workers, that made the army even bigger. So, in a lot of ways, Reality's attack may have actually hurt him.
Up 60 army supply? Dear God. It's going to attack in as the armor finishes. Once again, Reality going for the armor.
if he's up 60 army supply and loses this fight, that's not because Terran's OP, it's because Patience took a really stupid fight. The situation he's in right now is he's got to know Reality's mining off of one base just like himself. So he doesn't actually have to force any sort of issue. He could chip away and harass without over-dedicating. And I think that's what he's trying to do by taking this different positioning.
Yes, be
EMP's
very
going to blanket the
careful.
army.
The Vikings at the ledge, you know, could maybe get a couple free shots of the Colossus, and he doesn't really want to blink into what could probably be Liberators sieging up on him. He is finally going up to those Tempests, and that's really going to secure his position in this game.
Yep. Focuses down a lot of these Liberators with said Stalkers, but they are getting picked off. Vikings being focused, but that's where you've got that 60 army supply lead. You lose a couple of Stalkers, no skin off your back, you got like 20 more behind it.
Mm-hmm. Reality's only hope here is to get maxed out and do an attack. Like, he is not so great on any other fronts. His orbital is being transferred over to, I think he wanted to go to the 4th, but then he probably misclicked.
Yo, we might
But
get
that's
our
not
ace
what I'm
match
mining.
at this rate.
Yeah, finally. Finally an ace match.
This is, I guess, one of the bigger importance. Oh no, these Colossus,
Whoa.
wicked out of position, walk through the middle of the map, getting AI'd on. He's going to come from the backside accidentally and get a bit of a surround. This could actually work out for Patience, funny enough, because the Liberators are not shooting the Stalkers in the backside. But blinking forward, blinking to the side, Disruptor's looking for a hit.
Damn.
Oh, go for the ghost underneath the Liberators, gets a pretty good shot. Liberators do get taken care of, and Patience now with double the army supply, 110 to 48, just walking all over Reality.
He scans the 4th, but is still going to try and stick in it? Nah, that's not going to happen.
Poor Reality just doesn't have the money to remake anything. Losing these medevacs is so costly. Of course, that Liberator count looks silly early, but not anymore. GG. We are going to get our first ace match of the group. This actually mirrors the North American group in such a scary way, because it was the same situation. Hawk and Hydra, same deal. Like, everyone else was 3-0, 3-1. Boom, Hawk and Hydra take it to the ace match in the winners. So
Good point.
something, man.